These soldiers strapped explosives onto the dog's body. Their goal was to destroy enemy tanks. As the dog got closer to a tank, he suddenly lay flat, so the soldiers inside couldn't see him. Finally, the dog crawled under the tank and detonated the explosives. A huge blast destroyed the enemy tank, but this was the tragic fate of these suicide dogs. Once sent onto the battlefield, they were expected to die with the enemy. They had almost no chance of returning alive. Sometimes, a dog would get scared by the tank fire and run toward the battlefield's edge, but Soviet soldiers wouldn't let them retreat, so soldiers behind them would shoot them, causing the explosives to explode. Some frightened dogs would suddenly turn around and run toward their own army, terrifying the soldiers. If a dog carrying explosives reached the camp and exploded, the entire army could suffer heavy losses. So the commander ordered the rear soldiers to kill the dog at any cost. The dog trainer was heartbroken. She searched the battlefield through binoculars but couldn't find a single dog. She was almost ready to give up when something unbelievable happened. Julbars, the worst performing suicide dog in training, somehow returned alive. Before the trainer could celebrate, the captain ordered explosives strapped onto Julbars again. She desperately wanted to protest, but it was a military order, so she had no choice but to obey. Soon, Julbars was sent back to the battlefield. This time, he became nervous and lay down far from the tank. When he realized the enemy might spot him, Julbars quickly crawled under the tank. Then, boom, he destroyed another enemy tank. After seeing what Julbars had done, the soldiers had high hopes for him. Everyone watched the battlefield closely, and their hopes came true. Just minutes later, Julbars safely returned to his trench. After this, the commander became very interested in Julbars. That night, he secretly took Julbars and prepared him for another mission. This time, the target was an enemy train loaded with weapons. When the enemy stopped the train, the captain immediately sent Julbars forward with explosives. But Julbars didn't run straight toward it. Instead, he hid in the grass and watched the enemy soldiers. As the train was about to move, he slowly crawled onto the tracks and slipped underneath. Then he tried to push the explosives into position with his mouth. Everyone thought the mission was about to succeed, but suddenly the last enemy officer boarding the train spotted the explosives. He immediately became alert and moved the train away. But the captain and his men didn't give up. They took a shortcut with Julbars and reached a stone bridge before the train. This bridge was the train's only route forward, but a large number of enemy soldiers were stationed there.